Hi friends. Stay blessed. It is an invitation to join me in learning the skills through which we can earn the money and respect to lead wholesome lives. Theme of today's tutorial is how to become wealthy. Some people have habit of saying, "I can't afford it." Others say, "How can I afford it?" Prologue. Let us begin to learn, how can I afford it, through some lessons on personal finance, with a story told by Robert T. Kiyosaki in his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and visit the insights contained in that book to build a financial empire. Of course, the material is not restricted to that book only but has also been borrowed generously from other sources, besides my own interjections at appropriate places. This is the story of 9-year-old lad Robert Kiyosaki. The story. Robert and his friend Mike were curious boys with big ambitions. They wanted to become rich by the time they grew up. Not knowing how they were going to accomplish that, they decided to get some advice from their dads as to how they could take a start to become rich. The Robert's own well-educated but poor dad replied, "Go to school, study hard, and find a good job." In fact, this guidance was to ask the lad to spend his entire life, breaking his back for increase in his pay and bonuses, in working to make fortunes for his bosses. He was advised to join the rat race and the endless routine of working for everyone but himself. Kiyosaki then turned to Mike's father, who offered him mentorship. The book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, is what a struggling lad should learn in formative years. Main theme: if you are born poor, it's not your mistake, but if you die poor, it's your mistake. It's what's in your head that ultimately ends up determining what's in your hands. Therefore, if you want more money, change the way you think. That will automatically change the way you act, which in turn will impact on the results you achieve. It all starts in the mind. Successful people invariably start small and build from there. The key is not how big or small fish you are when you get going, it's the ideas that you're harnessing. Take the time to find the best ideas and you can ride it all the way to whatever level of financial achievement you decide upon. And above all, educate yourself. Develop financial intelligence. Spend time with successful people. Read books, attend seminars, and learn how to make money work for you. The path to financial wealth doesn't lie in playing it safe. It's far more important to play it smart. Lesson 1. Prepare yourself to stop working for money. Let the money start working for you. A job is really a short-term solution for getting enough money to pay the bills, etc. Your long-term challenge should be to build your net worth. Yet many people get locked into such high expenditure habits that they are forced into continuing to work for someone else all their lives. However, those who build high net worth know that the key is not how much they are paid, it's finding ways to make their assets work for them, generating additional wealth irrespective of what they do with their own personal time. Lesson 2. Teach financial literacy so that you can distinguish between an asset and a liability, and they buy assets. In life, it's not how much money you make that counts but how much you keep and keep on growing to ensure a regular inflow of income which likewise keep on increasing in every reap. To achieve that takes financial literacy. The foundation of financial literacy is to know the difference between an asset and a liability. The rich build and acquire assets. The middle class and the poor acquire liabilities in the mistaken belief they are assets. Middle class thinks the items in left column is assets. But actually, these are liabilities. These drain your resources in purchase and maintenance. Now look at the left column. A flat in your own plaza is enough to house you, but a multi-purpose vehicle can act as car as well as loader. You can rent out rest of your plaza and utilize your van for personal and part-time commercial use. Both are source of a regular income stream going to your pocket, even when you are sleeping. Lesson 3. Take the time to invest in and build your own business as the foundation of your financial health. Your profession or career revolves around the income section of your personal finance. Your business, on the other hand, is centered squarely on the asset column of your personal balance sheet. Never confuse your profession with your business. The middle class focus on their profession, and consequently spend their entire lives in a job and building someone else's brand. The rich, by contrast, focus on building their own business based on their professional skills. Lesson 4. As part of your financial strategy, form a corporation to own the assets you are accumulating. By understanding the tax code and the legal system, the rich stay one step ahead of the systems designed to rein them in. Know the laws or hire the services of a good attorney to reap maximum benefit of law. Having a corporation, own your assets is universally used by the rich to minimize their liabilities and maximize their opportunities to structure their financial affairs as advantageously as possible. For example, a corporation has not only a limited liability if the business goes down, but it is also allowed to spend pre-tax earnings on their business and is only taxed on what remains after expenses. Individuals, on the other hand, are taxed first, and only then are they allowed to spend the remainder. Lesson 5. Learn the skills of financial intelligence and be courageous to create profitable business opportunities. The main benefit of developing financial intelligence is that it gives you more options and opportunities to develop creative solutions to your financial requirements than the standard approach of work hard, partly spend and partly save some money on a regular basis. Learning and doing hard work is important. But, equally important is sharp eye to look for opportunities. Luck is when opportunity meets the preparedness. Financial intelligence and courage allow the rich to invent money in any situation. Instead of playing it safe by putting your money in a fixed profit bank account, try to invest it. While stocks, bonds, or shares are considered riskier than typical bank accounts, they have the chance of generating much more wealth. But you must choose the stocks very carefully. And in any case, buying real estate assets are always risk-free. Lesson 6. Whenever you must work for someone else, do it to learn something new, not just for the money alone. The smart approach to working is to select a job that will teach you something you don't already know, rather than consideration of what you will earn. Your employer may give you a rise in pay to lure you for continuing in job of serving his interests. But change the vocation as soon as you have learned important skills to new job to learn more. Before long you will be able to utilize these skills in your own business. Over the time, Robert and Mike worked in restaurants and construction business, sales and marketing, accounts, and reservations, and also spent time in a whole host of different departments of his rich dad's business empire to learn new skills everywhere. At the age of 30 they were able to gift Mercedes to their wives. Not from what they were earning from work but from the income which was yielded from their assets. Lesson 7. To achieve financial success, you must be prepared to overcome the obstacles and roadblocks you'll face. The 5 main reasons people fail to develop abundant assets are: 1. They have a fear of losing rather than making money. 2. They are cynical and don't believe it can be done. 3. They are too lazy to change their habits. 4. They let their habits control their behavior. 5. They're arrogant, a combination of ego and ignorance. To arrive at your goal of financial success and overcome above obstacles, you need to get a start as soon as possible. In order to awaken the financial genius within you and start on the journey to financial freedom, try these steps. 1. Find an emotional reason to start the journey. 2. Reinforce that decision in your mind and conduct every day. 3. Choose your friends carefully. 4. Continue learning a thing at a time until you master it, then learn new ideas. 5. Develop the self-discipline to pay yourself first and spend it wisely. 6. Pay well for good advice from professional advisors. 7. Use your assets to pay for luxuries, not your capital. 8. Seek mentoring from some financial heroes, the high achievers. 9. Make the time to teach others what you learn. Give, give, give. A win-win situation. Whenever you feel short or in need of something, first give what you want, and it will come back to you in buckets. That is true for money, a smile, love, friendship. The principle of reciprocity is ruse everywhere. Therefore, give first what you want. This echoes Deepak Chopra's wisdom from the 7 spiritual laws of success, where he says, practicing the law of giving is actually very simple. If you want joy, give joy to others. If you want love, learn to give love. If you want attention and appreciation, learn to give attention and appreciation to others. If you want material affluence, help others to become materially affluent. In fact, the easiest way to get what you want is to help others get what they want. That is what Rich Dad did. He trained Robert and in return, got to add further acumen in the psyche of a struggling lad. Through teaching, a pupil learns, but a teacher may also discover new things in knowledge of the subject. Epilogue. Dear friends, George Barnard Shaw once said, if you have an apple and I have an apple and we exchange these apples, then you and I will still have one apple. But if you have an idea and I have an idea and we exchange these ideas, then you and I will still have 2 ideas. I have offered what I knew. If you also comment on this tutorial or any part of it, we will have many-fold ideas. Therefore, please do comment and give your ideas. Maybe this tutorial helps you or your children while you are parenting them. You may also help me in return. Please like and share this tutorial and push the subscribe tab. This will help me monetize my YouTube channel for earning me a respectable livelihood. Thanks for being patient with me.